It's been a truly nauseating day listening to the media come to LeBron's rescue. And maybe the worst part is the Lakers actually having the nerve to complain about officiating. I mean, that is crazy. The one thing that makes this tolerable is knowing that LeBron is going to focus on complaining more than winning. Hey, what, bitch? Oh, are you upset that they didn't call your hooking, your elbow, your offensive foul? Anyway, LeBron's more focused on cheating than being a great competitor, so the Nuggets will win this. With that comfort in mind, I will power through all of this BS. And I'm taking a look at everything LeBron got away with. And there's so much, I'm going to have to break it down into segments. Otherwise, you'll be waiting for me to finish a documentary length feature here. So I'm going to get into the fouls, but leading into the fouls, we're going to look at LeBron's shots. I'd like to remind people that these are not actually all of LeBron James's shot attempts. They show up as all of his shot attempts, but there are also the shot attempts that aren't included here. I'm speaking of when the refs bail him out and he gets to go to the free throw line. He gets to add to his point total with what are usually free throw attempts he doesn't deserve without adding to his field goal attempts. The way you figure this out using the advanced stats of the NBA website is to search for all of his free throws. Look for the foul that was committed before he shoots those free throws. See if it was an and one. If it's not an and one, it's not going to count against his field goal attempt percentage. So when Christian Braun stripped him cleanly, he got to go shoot 2 free throws. The refs saved him. The refs saved him from humiliation. Look how quickly he walks away. He's out of there. He's so relieved. He's just like, yeah, I heard the whistle. Thank Christ. Thank God. The Nuggets, everyone, are just left looking around like, yep, this is just what it's like when you play against LeBron. Poor LeBron against all these legendary defenders, all these Hall of Famers, J.J. Barea, Jason Terry, Christian Braun. This one that I can't see gets called on Gordon, and what bothers me more is that falling down seems to be the plan more than making the shot. And he's just launching himself. Like, there's no plan whatsoever of not falling here. I don't see contact. I don't see contact. Unless we're counting LeBron with his other arm hitting Gordon in the face. As he spins around recklessly, he just launches his body through the air and throws his arms around in the air. Gordon is the one who is holding his ground. And what's really crazy, everyone in the league is just expected to keep their composure and deal with it. They're like, yeah, this is just the way it is in the NBA. Nobody says anything. Nobody complains after the game. LeBron's the one who actually has the nerve to talk about taking the higher ground when the ground is constantly lowered for him to slither on. Here's one that actually is counted in his shot attempts because it's an end one. Because the shot went in, you can't really hide the fact that it happened. What I have a problem with is, how is this in the act of shooting? Because that's where the foul takes place. He takes another step and rises up after that takes place. But whatever. How they interpret the act of shooting, I guess, is going to be up to interpretation. The most important thing here is how the refs save LeBron James from children like Christian Braun and LeBron's own field goal percentage. To me, if we're judging his performance fairly, this shouldn't say 19 field goal attempts. It should say 21. And his point total for what he actually earned shouldn't say 26. It should be at least 4 points fewer than that, taking away those bullshit free throws. Maybe even 5 points less if you agree with me about that not being in the act of shooting. Actually, if that's not in the act of shooting, then the shot shouldn't have counted. The foul should have been on the floor. which means that you take away the free throw and that shot. Heck, if we are going to talk about shooting motion, all LeBron did against Christian Brown was drop into a deadlift position. He looks like he's doing the deadlift. I don't see any shooting motion here. And you know what? Props to my girlfriend for simplifying the game once more. She was laying in bed at the hotel, and she's like, did they call him for a foul on that? For swinging his elbows? And no, it was a play where LeBron James comes barreling in. He got to go to the free throw line, and he's coming through just throwing elbows left and right like it's the Kumite. I didn't think twice about it. That's just what it looks like when LeBron James drives. But, you know, if you're looking at it with fresh eyes, innocent eyes, someone who's not watching the game all the time, you think, man, is that allowed? That looks dangerous. So now with those fresh eyes, look at the Christian Brown strip. Man, people are brave. Not because LeBron is such a badass, but because he has no regard for hurting you. Look at that little thing. No one even noticed that. He just popped that elbow out there real quick, trying to pop him in the jaw. And that's before the double forearms come flying up toward the face. You know, anything to sell the foul, but forget the other player's safety. Well, there's a lot more to come. I better get this one out so you can start breaking it down, watch it, comment on it, let me know what you think, and get ready for the next video. They're all coming.